Okay, here we go. Like I said, welcome to another Everflow webinar. I'm your host, Isaac Maier, and today we're going to be talking about TikTok, more specifically TikTok's ad cost integration. As always, we're going to do a brief introduction into myself. We're going to talk about how you can connect your TikTok ads cost integration. We're going to talk about managing that integration, how you can view its results in reporting. We're going to talk about Everflow Pay, some upcoming events where you can meet some Everflowians, and then we're going to do a question and answer. As always, if you do have any questions, you can add them in the chat on the right side of your screen, and we'll be more than glad to answer them at the end. I have someone from the team, Sino, here joining us today to help answer any of your questions as well. So you have top quality support for questions if you do have any. Let's jump right in. So hello, my name is Isaac Maier. I'm a customer success manager with Everflow, and I've been in affiliate marketing for 6 years now, a little over 6 years. I'm based out of San Francisco, California. And one fun fact for you, so at a previous company, I actually used to run the TikTok, so I made some of those fun TikTok videos. There's a good one where I explained affiliate disclaimers after eating a habanero pepper. The channel was essentially focused on helping affiliates get the most value out of our service. But it was a ton of fun. So I got to experience what it was like being a creator for a little while. But let's talk about TikTok for all of you on the call today, how you can boost your TikTok campaign insights and set up your TikTok ads cost integration. So we're going to show you how to do that today. And let's jump into first connecting your integration, because to use your integration, of course, it has to be connected to your Everflow account, right? So I'm going to jump right into the Everflow dashboard. Let me just confirm you can still see that. Okay, great. One moment. Let's pull this up right here. Okay. And we are in the Everflow dashboard. Let's move one more thing around here and resize this for you. Okay, there we go. So we're in the Everflow dashboard. Let's talk about connecting your integration. So first things first, we're going to go to our integrations menu. We're going to navigate to media buying, and we're going to select TikTok's ads cost. Please do note that TikTok ads cost and TikTok ads are separate integrations, each requiring their own authentication processes. You can use them independently. You won't need to use TikTok ads to use TikTok ads cost. I guess a couple other important things to note. Media cost is not pulled into Everflow from TikTok ads until the following day. Spend data is synced daily. And TikToks are unable to connect TikTok ads cost. So please do keep that in mind. So when we talk about connecting the integration, I already have mine configured, but if you don't, it'll essentially just look exactly like Meta and Google Ads do. Here you'll have the button connect integration instead of configure, but for all intents and purposes, it's essentially the same. We'll click on connect integration. From there, you'll essentially get a pop-up that says, please sign into your TikTok account to enable this integration. You'll essentially just enter the same information that you used to sign in to your TikTok Business Center that you can see here. Do a brief CAPTCHA and you're in. You'll land on this page right here, which we'll go through right now. So essentially for general, you want to set a name for your log. In this case, we'll just call it webinar test. We already have one set up, but we'll set up another. You're going to select if it's active or inactive. You're going to select a TikTok advertiser. Now you'll have to set up that TikTok advertiser from your TikTok Business Center, like you can see here, just by adding an advertiser account. This is something that you'll likely have already done. It's very easy though. TikTok makes that super easy for you. We'll select bill. We're going to select if it's an auction or reservation service type. And then we're going to continue on to the account settings. So from account settings, you can select a start date. This is the start date from which TikTok ads will be included in your Everflow account. Please do note that this start date can be selected retroactively up to 30 days prior, so you can start receiving TikTok ads cost data in your Everflow account. You'll just want to set that start date in the past in order to do that. Media buying costs will be tracked the day after the start date as of 12 a.m. So just keep that in mind. You can also select the offer and partner for this log as well. On the next tab, we have settings. So this section will allow you to customize the campaign level setups inside the TikTok's ad cost integration. So for this data selection, you're essentially selecting how detailed you want your data to be. And I'll go through each of these options just to explain what each of them means and how they work. So for Advertiser, so this account is the highest level and represents your overall advertising presence on TikTok. It does not, however, allow entity mapping, which we'll talk about in just a sec. You can see that that's grayed out there. Looking at campaign, a campaign is several ad groups and ads that share a single objective. Ad group is an ad group. An ad group includes several ads that share the same setting. The setting you configure at an ad group level will apply to all the ads within that group. And then finally, ad. An ad is an individual piece of creative content that users see on TikTok. Please do note that if enabled, campaign mapping takes priority over your default account settings. So you can override your default settings and set up multiple exclusions if necessary. To set up those necessary exclusions, we're going to use entity mapping. Like I said, this is only available for a campaign, ad group, and ad, not on Advertiser. So once this is enabled, let's do it for campaign. How about the drop-down, as you can see here, will appear where you can select your TikTok campaign. I haven't added any, but if you do have one, it'll be right here. And you can choose whether you want to exclude it from your cost reporting. Plus, you can also select the offers and partners to exclude this for. Please do note, once again, all of your TikTok ad costs are tracked in Everflow by default unless manually excluded in this setup. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about managing your TikTok ads costs. It's pretty easy. We're just going to show you how to manage these logs. So to access your previous logs, review and manage costs, add more configurations, you can always just come back here to click configure and you'll be right here. You can click on the name or the new tab button to open and modify the cost. You can just go in here and edit anything that we've just set up. You can also do this from edit right there, and you can delete it from here as well. You can also add a new TikTok ads cost configuration using this plus button right here. And you can see all the logs directly from this log tab. So looking at how we actually view this in reporting, how we view that media buying cost, we can go to the reports for offer, partner, advertiser. Let's check out offer for today. And under the summary section, we'll see several different metrics, including media buying cost. This is where that TikTok ads cost will show. Please do note that if it's not enabled, you can enable that easily from the table action section, column customization, and just type in media buying cost. You can see right there. So we make it nice and easy to see that cost reporting data. And then you can break this down, of course, by offer, advertiser, and partner as well. So just as a tip, we do suggest having dedicated partners for all of your media buying efforts. So you can easily view the breakdown in the offer report. So just keep that in mind. And I believe that is everything for the TikTok integration. You should be fully suited to be using that to to see your media buying costs now. Let's talk a little bit about Everflow Pay. I'm going to jump back into our slideshow here. So Everflow Pay, which we released last year, allows you to automate generating invoices and payments for your partners. The reason I'm mentioning this is because it's something that our clients have had tremendous success with. It's also the only payment method automated at partner signup. It also is the only payment method that allows you to show a warning bar on your partner's dashboard to enter their payment info. Ultimately, this saves time in setting up the partner billing method and chasing down partners to input the information, and creates a seamless partner payments onboarding experience for your partners and for yourself. Recent update, we made it so you can make international payments with Everflow Pay. Please do note you still have to have a US entity in order to use Everflow Pay, but you're now able to make those international payments. If you are interested in discussing Everflow Pay or would like to start using it, you can contact support at pay.help@everflow.io or within the chat to talk to a customer success manager. So some upcoming webinars. We always love having you on these webinars and hope to help you better utilize your Everflow account. The next one will be next week. That'll be with me. That's the Postback Playbook from setup to troubleshooting. That's July 31st at 11 a.m. at PST. That'll help make sure that you're formatting your postbacks correctly for your advertisers and partners. We also have custom reporting metrics, the what, how, and why, August 7th at 11 a.m. PST. That'll help you dig further into custom reporting metrics. So if you'd like to meet an Everflowian, and we'd love to meet you, you can find us July 29th through the 30th at Affiliate Summit East in New York City. You guessed it, New York. We'd love to see you there. So that concludes today's webinar. Thank you for joining us. If you do have any questions, myself and Sino have some answers for you. Sino is super knowledgeable about everything, so you can ask him whatever you like. I can also answer questions as well, but he's a specialist. And the customer success team is here and available for one-on-one questions and feedback whenever you need anything if you don't have a question today. So thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.